What do we got now? What does it sound like now? Testing 1 2 testing.
Stadium time is 6:45.
Are we?
Testing 1 2.
Still pretty low, and I got it cranked off. I like to have it hit hard.
Starting it in, number 15, senior Ryan Smith. At left tackle, Dakota Todd, number 55.
That's returning.
At left guard.
People that highlighted are returning.
I think it's out there in the.
At center,
I don't think there's one in here.
Devin Mason. At right guard, number 59, Kyle Kinney. At right tackle, number 52, Christian Davis. And at end, number 6, Zach Nation. The quarterback is number 16, Peyton Gilliland, the freshman.
Yeah.
In the backfield, you have number 12, Casey Wood. Number
Oh. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Well, what's she got?
Test 1 2. Testing 1 2
You got
3
us?
4. 1 2.
She don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
Testing 1. Testing 1 2. Testing 1
Mike
2.
test 1 2 3 4. Mike test 1
Test,
2.
Test. Test.
Huh? All right, here we go. I want to try to get some shots of these cheerleaders, the little cheerleaders out here before we get started. All right. Well, we got a minute because the captains are not even out yet. Surely they're not going to bring the football team out here till the captains
She
get
still
through.
ain't got anything, huh? It might not be us. You reckon?
Yeah. Well, we're coming out of that same feed to Nathan.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Test. Testing 1 2. Testing. Pokey, is that food good? You hadn't got anything? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Yeah, he's got it good.
Number 50, Jordan Pennell. Number 34, Drew Moore. Number 2, Robert Smith. Number 17, Brad Hampton.
Who's Boaz's two captains over there? $30 and what?
Daryl Wood.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the hoss.
Captains for Boaz. Number 30, Carol Wood. Number 12,
Casey Wood.
Casey Wood.
Casey Wood. All right.
For the lawnmower.
If I'm not mistaken, I think one time I was with her, she has to select something to make audio.
Hey, you gonna work on hers, or you gonna just?
Well,
just
we've
roll?
we've got a signal over there, so
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
help. It was working a little earlier. The same thing.
Yeah,
So,
she just hit something.
all right, y'all ready?
We're ready.
I think this starts us.
Welcome to high school football on Horizon Sports. Guntersville Wildcats and the Boaz Pirates. I saw it a minute ago, Mike. 78th meeting, I believe, between these two teams. We're at Chorba-Lee Stadium in Guntersville, and the captains are at the middle of the field.
And representing the visiting Boaz Pirates, number 12 is Casey Wood. Number 30 is Terrell Woods. And for Guntersville, number 2 is Robert Smith. Number 17 out there is Brad Hampton. Number 34 is Drew Moore. And 50 is senior Jordan Pennell.
Guntersville won the toss, and they're going to defer. So Boaz, I'm sure, will be receiving. Let's just see which side they're going to defend.
Boaz will receive with their backs to the field house.
They'll be going left to right.
Martin will start the CD.
And so now we're going to have the teams go and come back through their victory lines.
Pump up the music. This new sound system, it'll about compete with us a little bit, Brent.
I guarantee you. And the Wildcats are about to come out. And the Pirates are waiting for them. Everybody's getting pumped up now with music. Here come the Wildcats. And there. Got a crew leading them out there, I guarantee you.
And see the little Cubcat cheerleaders out there welcoming the Wildcats. Here come the visiting Boaz Pirates.
And the Pirates run on the field. Pirates have got a very impressive looking team, Mike.
Well, few of the predictions I've seen is Boaz is probably the class of the county with the the skilled players and the big guys they have coming back. So Guntersville, of course, the talk has been that Guntersville lost a lot of players. They have a very talented junior and sophomore class, so it's going to be how quick can those guys get up to speed.
Right, and Boaz, on the other hand, they lost a few, but they've got a lot of veterans coming back for their season, and really
and a veteran coach, Drew Knowles. I was going to check and see how long Drew has been head coach. Of course, I was talking to Thad Brooks down there a little earlier, trainer for Boaz, and we all started about the same time back in the early 90s, and Coach Knowles started as a graduate assistant about that time, so he's been around for a long time.
Ben could tell you, but I don't know where he's sneaked off to. He might have went into the coaches, but anyway. I think Ben and Drew are about the same age. Wouldn't that be about right?
Maybe.
Nathan, does that sound right to you?
But Brent, 20th year, about to kick off the 20th year of Horizon Communications broadcasting high school football. So hopefully it will be a successful one for teams around the county.
Maybe we can have 20 more. And
Armello with the kick.
The Wildcats receiving for the Pirates is number 1. He fumbles the ball and falls down at the 1-yard line. I guess they're going to count it more like the 1-foot line.
Tez Jacobs mishandled the kick, went back and fell on it. So Boaz will start about 99 yards away with their first offensive possession.
And we've got a flag, first thing. I don't know what that could be unless it was a late hit or something. I don't know. Didn't see that one, Mike.
Well, did somebody fall on him after he was laying on the ground? I really didn't see.
I think they did. Let's see what the official is giving the signal to the wrong side there, buddy. No, he's getting the ball. I'm sorry.
That may not be a flag.
Oh, that's a sprinkler, I guess.
Yeah.
So it looks yellow anyway. So we're going to start the Pirates off from the 1-yard line. They'll have 99 yards to go. Throwing out Wood, throws the ball to number 16, Peyton Gillian, and his print's is small. I know I'm not.
Pick up
Gilliland.
Yeah, Gilliland. First down, Boaz.
So we got out from under the goalpost a little bit there.
That's one way. That's one way to get off your 1-yard line.
Yep. Just roll out and throw it. Only checking off. Casey Wood, quarterback, number 12. He's rolling to the right side. Coming up, a couple of Wildcats. They keep hitting him, can't get him down. And Casey stretches out for another yard. So total maybe 2 yards. He's 2 or 3 yards, Mike. He picked up.
Net first there by Robert Wood. I'm sorry, Robert Smith. We got multiple Woods and multiple Smiths out there tonight.
On both sides.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up second, and we're going to call it 7. And off that time to Willoughby, Landon Willoughby. And he's brought down after a decent game. Didn't get the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and about a yard to go.
He fell forward, and like you say, he likes about a yard, Brent. So positive yardage each time for Boaz on this drive. They started from their 1-yard line. Big 3rd down play here early in the game.
And a little movement out of a tackle, sort of give it away that he was going to be pulling.
So that'll move it back to a 3rd and 6.
The home team, Ben says that the home team has lost this game 4 years in a row. Do you remember that, 4 times in a row?
Well, I wouldn't have thought about it, but now that you mention it, that does sound familiar.
So with that 5-yard penalty, it's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Pirates. Wood rolls to the left side, and we got another penalty.
I would say somebody wasn't set.
And let's see, it was in that area that you would.
Illegal procedure.
Yep. So Well, to back them up 5 more, and Casey Wood was not real happy about that, and I don't blame him.
No, Boaz has gone from a 3rd and about a half a yard to 3rd and 10 and a half here. Going to take a little while to kind of get the numbers and the flow of everything here. We have a lot of new players out there on the field.
We're going to make this print bigger next week where I can see it better. Wood does a
nice play.
You used to call it a Utah pass years and years ago. Now it's a little release pass right up the middle there. Did not get the first down. It doesn't appear. Let's see where we're going to spot it. Should be 4th and about a half a yard though.
Drew Moore made the first contact there, and I thought for a minute he had the 10 yards easy, but Drew Moore stepped up and made the tackle. O'Bara come in to finish him off.
And they're going to bring the chains out. That's a good idea. I think it's still going to be short. Nathan's got us a good shot of the measurement there.
By about a half a yard or less. Decision time for the Pirates.
Well, you've been moving the ball pretty good. And let's see what the Pirates do.
They have confidence.
The penalties have messed them up. It's the only thing good. But if they had a penalty, they'd have another opportunity to punt it. So looks like Coach Knowles wants to see if he can pick it up. Casey Wood, quarterback, number 12. In the shotgun with one setback with him. Wood calls his own number. I don't believe he's got it.
I don't believe he got there, Brent.
And that's
stacked up by the entire defensive front there. Linebackers field quickly. And where they're marking that, he didn't gain anything,
no,
Brent.
It didn't appear to me that he gained anything, but you know how when you have that he hits him in a little surge and back and forth, you can't ever tell where it's going to be spotted, but I think they got the correct spot on that one. Going to measure again. That's the correct thing to do, I think.
Jarvis and others in on the stop that time for the Wildcats as they really plugged the middle that time.
So let's see what we've got. Another good shot by Cameron Nathan Davis. Did not get it, so the Wildcats will take over and down. So I said devastating. I don't know if it's devastating this early in the game, but it really sets the Wildcats up in a good position, Mike.
We had an excellent opportunity, and like you say, Boaz came out moving the ball after being backed up on their goal line and kind of shot themselves in the foot there with a couple of penalties, and Guntersville defense comes up with a big stand. The way Boaz had been moving the ball when they did get the snap off, I can't blame Coach Knowles for feeling like they can make that.
Well, and I thought, quite frankly, I thought it was a good call for him to go for it.
Absolutely.
He'd been moving it pretty good. The penalties is what had hurt the Pirates. And Wildcats on the field.
Jared Hardnick in backfield with Daniel.
Clayton Daniel, number 10, quarterback. He calls his own number, got a little run room up the middle, picks up about 4 or 5.
I believe we've seen that play before.
Well, I believe we have. Seen Mr. Daniel run it a few times. So they're gonna mark it so it'll be 2nd and 5.
Robert Smith in the game. I'm going to work real early. I'm getting situated on Robert is number 2, Robert Smith is number 2, and Forrest is number 21. I'm going to work real hard on trying to keep those separated.
Well, I'm not going to say that I will, folks.
I just said I was going to work on it. Hardnick in the backfield. Smith. Robert in motion, maybe.
I had 2 of them moving back there. I don't know what he's counting them. I'm going to say that there's 12 out there. Well,
it's early.
It is.
Both teams' offense.
The way I understand that rule, it's a good thing they call it before they run the play. Wasn't that last year or year before that they changed it to that?
I'm not sure.
I think it's 5 yards if they call it like that, but I think it can be 15 in some circumstances. I might be wrong about that. I usually am.
Samuel's right wide one way. Brad Hampton wide to this side.
Smith in motion now. He stops. Now they got the play set.
Ball
Fumble.
is loose.
And Boaz picks it up. covered by number 37 for the Pirates. And I'm looking for my roster on Boaz. I got it.
Trent Patterson
Patterson.
on the recovery. Big turnover there for the Wildcats.
Yep.
A grand opportunity early here, and in 3 plays, Guntersville with a illegal participation and then the fumble. So both offenses struggling a little bit here early
sure
on.
are.
But that's a lot of times that's to be expected.
Early on, usually your offense it takes it a while to get clicking.
Tez Jacobs in the backfield with Casey Wood. Wood with the carry.
And Wood picks up a little bit of yardage there. Not much. Maybe, I guess he got about 3, Mike.
Jordan Pinnell and Robert Smith on the stop.
Number 50, Jordan Pinnell on the stop.
Let's see what the Pirates are going to do this time. 2nd and 7. Jacobs and the other back in the back with him was Willoughby, I believe, and he got the pass. Did not gain any yards. Might have lost a yard. No, that wasn't Willoughby. That was Gillen. I'm sorry. Sorry
Smith
about that, Peyton.
and Pinnell out there on the tackle once again. So 3rd and about 7 now, Brent, for Boaz. 7:20 and counting here to go in the scoreless first quarter.
Now the pass, just overthrows number 6, Zachary Nation.
Good coverage out there by a host of Wildcats. Robert Smith putting the helmet on him. Clayton Daniel will drop back to receive the punt. What number? What number's back there to punt, Nathan? Can you? Wesley Burns to punt for Boaz. Line drive, 1 hopper, fielded by Daniel. No, that's not Daniel.
Menifee, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Lee
was.
Menifee, yeah. Sorry, I had to.
I couldn't see the number. Those two move a lot alike.
They do. Got the same size.
Guntersville with excellent field position once again, Brent. They'll start on the Boaz Pirate 46-yard line.
Cats need to make something happen here. You get some opportunities. You got to get some points out of it. Get some points out of it.
Cheerleaders. While we waiting here. It looks like they've dropped a flag already. I'm trying to keep you out of trouble, Nathan.
Let's see what we got. Too many people in the huddle, and they were on the sideline. Or delay of game. Was it delay of game?
I guess that was a delay of game. For some reason, they're yet to move the chains. I guess you can't huddle on the sideline. The whole team came over the sideline. I'm not sure what.
You have to be off the field, I think.
I'm not sure. Not sure what the ruling was there.
I think you're right.
But they moved the chains back. Well, that was a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
But it's 1st and 10.
And Fakes this time wants to throw it, and he's hit just as he throws it up, and it is intercepted by Boaz. Picking it off was Jacobs. And Daniel was hit, Mike, just seconds before the split second before the release, and the ball just went straight up.
Who ended up with the interception?
Jacobs. Taz Jacobs for Boaz.
There were a couple of guys there. Wesley Burns was right there also. I thought Jacobs came up holding the ball, but all right. So Boaz on their own 46-yard line, their best starting field position.
And not much that time for number 16 for Boaz, Peyton Gilliland.
Dylan Hathcock was first to make contact there for the Wildcats. He stopped up that middle, loss of about a yard. having to find that roster and search out some of these new names.
Willoughby in the backfield with Wood. Casey Wood, I should say. And fakes it to Willoughby, and Wood keeps the ball to the left side, and he picks up about 5 or 6. Pretty nice run that time.
Yeah, that looks like it'll bring up maybe about a third and about 4 yards to go. Look like he may have a little bit more room on that corner, but it closed pretty quickly.
3rd and 5 for the Pirates, and the ball is going to be on 48-yard line.
Heat timeout.
We're going to have a heat timeout. So with 5:44 remaining in the first quarter, we're all tied up 0-0. We'll be right back on Horizon Sports. The 43-yard line.
Nice move out there by Wood. A couple of Wildcats look like they may have him cornered. Nice move, and picks up the first down as they venture on into Wildcat territory. What about the 42-yard line?
Right, moving the chains. And in motion is
Bad.
Gilman, and the ball fumbled back.
Nobody
Snapped
out there.
over his head, and he's trying to make he's making something out of it, Mike. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, which is.
Well, there's a late flag coming in back here. You would think that was probably a clip or something of that nature back there.
And let's see what the call's going to be.
We don't call it a clip anymore. It's a block in the back, isn't it?
Yeah. We call it a clipping, you know. They don't think they use that.
Yeah, it's a hold. Well, after a nice recovery there by Wood, that's going to set the Pirates back that much more, as that's 10 yards from the point of the foul.
Infraction, that's right.
So they'll move back to their own 42-yard line. The 32-yard line of Guntersville is the point to make. First down.
First down.
They have 4 downs to get there.
That's the only good thing you can say about that, isn't it? Big snap. He wants to throw it and had a man, but a good defensive play that time by the Wildcats. And
that's going to be Forrest Smith out there.
That was Forrest, number 21. So it's going to be second and long now.
Good coverage out there by the Wildcats. Our defensive back was in good position out there also.
They were ready for that one. See what the Pirates can do now. And they hand the ball off. And good gainer that time for the Pirates. Landon Willoughby, number 10, picks up. Looks like he picked up about 10, didn't he, Mike?
Close to it, and look, about an 8-yard pickup there, so that's going to bring up third and about 17 yards to go here. They're at the 49. The point to make is the Guntersville 32. Third down. If they get close, they'll be in 4-down territory if they can get it. Good protection.
Real good protection. And he's got a man over the middle. He's got the first down to the 29-yard line.
Nation.
28 looks like they're going to mark it.
Zach Nation pulls that one down. Big first down for Boaz after they had backed themselves up there early in the series.
Big play. Oh, 20. We're going to call it 28-yard line.
Wood is pretty smooth back there.
Yep, he sure is. And he hands the ball off this time again to Willoughby. And just a minimum gain that time. He might have got 2. I shouldn't say that.
Drew Moore and others on the stop. But like I say, about a 2-yard gain as Wildcats closed quickly that time.
4 minutes remaining in the first half and still no score. Boaz trying to do something about that.
There's no huddle for Boaz. They look to the sideline, get their signal, and they're ready to go.
And off right up the middle that time. Here's Jacobs, the ball carrier. Except for about 3 or 4 more. Let's see where they mark it.
Victor Olvera on the stop.
Be third and about 5, I guess, Mike. 4 or 5.
Yes, Olvera and others on the stop. Like I say, be third and maybe a long 3 there, Brent. Of course, they're in 4-down territory here.
Absolutely, yep. Wood wants to throw the ball. Got a man out there. Got the first down and more. Down to about the 5-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. 6-yard line, maybe.
Gilliland with the catch.
So the Pirates with the first down, the first and goal. And we'll back it out to the 6 or 7. I can't really, I'm going to call it the 7. Woods gives the ball again to number 1, Jacobs. And he picks up 2 or 3. Looks like about the 4-yard line where he's going to be brought down.
Running tough. Host of Wildcats stacked it up over there. Looks like Jacob lost his helmet. And there's a flag on the play. You wonder if that might not be the reason the helmet was off.
Well, there's a new ruling. If that helmet comes off, if it's not a result of the play.
Personal foul?
No,
face mask.
Yeah. The player that the helmet comes off of has to sit out of play.
Huh.
But that was a face mask, and that's the reason the helmet come off, I guess.
So that will move the ball half the distance and repeat first down. So Boaz will snap the ball about the 3-yard line, looks like, from here.
Mm-hmm. Casey Wood, quarterback, number 12. Hands off to Jacobs again to the left side. Looks like he's going to get in. He does get in. Now they give the signal.
First touchdown of the season goes to the Boaz Pirates.
So with 2:40 remaining in the first half, Boaz scores first. Let's see if they can make their extra point. We're going to have kicking. Looks like Casey Wood will be holding for the Pirates, number 12. And the kicker is going to be
Oregon.
Leonardo Oregon. And the kick looks good from here. Let's see what the officials say. They say it's good too. So 2:40 remaining in the first half. Boaz 7 and Guntersville 0. We'll be right back with a kickoff on Horizon Sports. We're back ready for the kickoff for the Pirates, and Hartnick will be the deep man for the Wildcats.
Argonne to kick off. Short and high toward the 30-yard line. Nobody's there to catch it.
Got to put some hands on it, guys. Put some hands on it. And getting on the ball for the Wildcats was Kennedy.
Brenda, I want to remind everyone that throughout the season, we will be working with the Guntersville High School Sports Media class. Once again, all the home games will be streamed live. Same broadcast that we replay here on Horizon Communications, but you can, quick and easiest link is go to www.altrav.net, and we have a quick link right there for you, rather than that long other link to get to it. And besides, you can buy a few discounted certificates while you're there.
Be hungry when you're there. That's right. So the Wildcats will be starting at their own 24-yard line. Daniel hands the ball off to, I believe it's Hartnick. Didn't catch a number, but that's who it was.
That is number 7.
Yep.
Nice gain, so that'll bring up second and a long 3, we'll say. Nice quick opener there for the Wildcats. In need of something positive to happen here offensively.
It's something that just let's get some offensive reps. And
we've already talked about there's a lot of guys out there that's relatively new to this starting role anyway on both sides of the ball, so need a few positive things to happen early.
Probably got the jitters a little bit. Keeping the ball is Daniel, and no gain that time.
Nice job up the middle by number 30, Terrell Woods.
Woods did a great job. He just he played both of them that time.
Well, I've heard all week that we're going to hear a lot out of this guy, and he's lived up to the billing so far. Of course, that's only Guntersville's 4th offensive play. Big third down. Guntersville needing to convert, keep the drive alive, keep the ball out of the Boaz Pirates' hands. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Remind everyone we'll have both halftime performances coming up.
Absolutely.
Boaz marching band and the Wildcats marching band. Daniel keeps the ball again up the middle.
Slips through there for the first down.
Yep. Boy, if he could have kept his feet, Mike, he was rolling pretty good.
Well, from this angle, Brent, there didn't look like there was much there, but what there was there, he found it. Good job by the offensive front.
He's subject to doing that over the years. Ball is on the 39-yard line, we'll call it. And under a minute to go, and the Wildcats seem to be content just to run the ball out here and go in and regroup at halftime.
First quarter, Brent.
First quarter, I'm sorry.
It's early for us also.
Oh.
Delay of the game.
This thing has gone on forever, hasn't it?
Well, we've had a lot of penalties both ways thus far. Of course, the only timeout was the heat timeout there of the first quarter. But
I guess I'm getting so old. I thought that was a quarter break. It was meant to be. First and 15 for the Wildcats. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the Cats on 34-yard line. They had an opportunity deep in Pirate territory with the first possession, turned it over on a fumble. Quick hitter, Hartnick bounces out of there.
He's fighting hard. Didn't pick up very many yards, but I like the way he ran on that one, right? He didn't go down when they hit him first. He kept fighting.
Zach Nation and Trent Patterson combined to make the stop there. And that will be the last play here of the first quarter, so they let time wind down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So at the end of the first quarter, Boaz leads Guntersville 7-0. We'll be right back with second quarter action on the Rising Sports.
Our varsity cheerleaders.
Daniel wants to throw the ball, being pursued heavily and intercepted by Casey Wood right on the 42-yard line, looks like.
Nice job by Wood getting his feet down, and Daniel was flushed out of the pocket, had to throw on the run. So Boaz with good field positions, they'll start at the Guntersville 42-yard line.
And I think Clayton was trying to get that one out of bounds and just didn't get it out there far enough.
He was a little off balance trying to throw it, and like you say, he was trying to get it out of bounds, and it just didn't get there.
The Pirates will be taking over. Casey Wood, quarterback. In motion is Gilman. And Wood is the other back. Throwing it right in and out of the hands of a Wildcat defender. And
Blackwelder knocked that one down for the Wildcats, bring up 2nd and 11.
I assure you, he's thinking, I should have had that, I should have had that.
He would have liked to have had that, but it's pretty tough to catch those at point blank range.
They're coming about 100 miles an hour at you.
He was in the right position, though.
Yeah.
Wood glancing over to the sideline. Still 5 seconds on the play clock.
Gets the play off, I thought. Now they're officials.
I didn't see a flag. Did you see a flag?
I didn't either.
I heard a whistle. Timeout. Boaz.
They were afraid he wasn't going to get it off. 11:45 remaining now in the first half. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back on Horizon Sports. They just wasn't convinced they were going to get the play off or didn't like the looks of things or something. But anyway, took a safe timeout to talk it over.
And we have another whistle.
I think the officials just want to talk something over.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Side judge from the far side came running in to talk to the head official. Like you, I'm not sure what the nature of this conversation may be. Did not see a flag.
No. Whatever. They've got appear to have it worked out.
Both officials on the sides are coming over to, well, no, just the official on the Boaz side wouldn't talk to the coach, so I'm not sure what that was.
Now we're going to get going, I think.
Second, a long 10. Woods with the keeper.
Draw. And picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Blackwelder with the tackle, but like you say, not till he picked up about a good 5 or 6 yards. So that's going to bring up, looks like third and about 6, doesn't it, Brent?
It does. Ball is placed down on the Wildcat, on the Boaz 47 and a half, looks like.
11-19 to go here. Wildcat defense needs to come up with a stop. They really can't afford to go down 14 points to this group. And the coaches can't believe that there wasn't 2 people in motion there.
Yep. Carrying the ball.
Well, there were. It just
just it wasn't a flag. The official's arm might be tired. They're tired. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and looks like that the punting team comes in. As Wesley Burns, I believe, is the punter. Yeah, and he's lined up in punting position.
Well, a big stand that time by the Guntersville defense. Boaz moved it on down into Wildcat territory, but they will kick.
Leighton Daniels, deep man for the Wildcats. Low snap. He gets the punt off, a low punt. Looks like it'd be returnable. I think he's going to let it roll.
And it'll roll deep.
Down to the 2-yard line.
Wesley Burns with a very effective kick there for the Boaz Pirates. It hit and rolled away from Daniel. He didn't have if it rolled straight, he could have handled it. Being the shortstop that he is, he would scoop that right up, but he couldn't get to the hole quick enough to pick that one up.
Speaking of that, he is a good one. And
he's an excellent one.
If folks don't know now, though, by now the Wildcats having won the state championship last year in last school year in baseball. Leighton and several others were a big part of that.
Well, I'm still not sure that I don't understand the first delay of the game penalty. The first time Guntersville got the ball, I thought there may have been something illegal this year about huddling on the sideline, but they huddled on the sideline there, so I'm not sure what the delay of the game was on the first one.
But that's what
that'd be a question for BJ, so we can see if we can get up to date on this.
I thought they actually. I guess it was a delay. They called
I think they called it delay of the game.
No game that time for the Wildcats.
Ball game of play brings us 2nd and 9.
It's going to be tough to move that big Boaz defensive front out right down here in this territory. It takes away a lot of your weapons being backed up like this. Tight split for the offensive front. Daniel will take the snap about 4 yards deep in the end zone.
Looks like they're coming after him. He's going to run himself, and I don't know if he got out, Mike. I don't think
he did not. Yeah. Safety.
So 2 points for the Pirates.
Big offensive front was coming, and that was over on the other side. I didn't see the Pirate that actually made the stop, but there were several that got there to assist. Big play by Boaz.
So that'll make your score 9-0 Boaz, and the Wildcats will have to kick the ball to them from their own 20.
Boaz stands to come out of this in good field position. Well, let's go ahead and take another break and hear from some of our loyal sponsors here, Brent.
Right back on Horizon Sports. Now Wildcats lining up for their kick, and should be lining up on the 20-yard line. Now they got a kicker coming out. Kennedy will be kicking the ball, but I think he's going to punt it, though.
Yeah,
right?
I think he's going to punt. You have your choice here, so it looks like he's going to punt away. That Jacobs deep for Boaz. He's standing about his 31-yard line.
Yeah, I think now it gets the go-ahead from the official. And a short punt. Looks like it's going to have a roll. Bounced around, brought in by number 15, Ryan Smith, and he very wisely takes a knee there at about the Wildcat 48-yard line.
You know, that punting out of that formation is something that you don't work on a lot leading up to the first game of the season. So Wildcats come out of that in relatively good shape. But
Boaz comes that up in real good shape.
Starting on the 48-yard line of the Guntersville Wildcats.
So Woods gives the ball off to number 10, Willoughby, and he picks up almost a first down.
Daniel and Pennell. Pennell first on the stop for the Wildcats, but not before Willoughby picks up 8 yards, so just inside the 40-yard line. Boaz on the move once again.
And
a host of Wildcats meet him in the backfield.
Peyton Gillen with the ball, number 16. And as you said, he lost a yard or two.
Jordan Pennell given credit for being the first Wildcat on the spot, so that'll back it up to a 3rd and 4. A little bit slow developing play that time, and the Wildcats were waiting. Jacobs in the backfield with Wood.
Wood keeps the ball on the left side, and he picks up 2 or 3 yards, gets out. Looks like he's got the first down, Mike.
Yeah, about the 31-yard line. Make it the 32, but 1st and 10, Boaz. Wildcats in need of a big stop here.
Yep, sure are. Ball's placed down on the 36.5-yard line of the Wildcats. 8:03 remaining in the first half.
Momentum is creeping over toward the Boaz sideline, and another 7 right here. He'll be there.
Yep. Wants to throw the ball to Woods. Got a man over the middle, and he's got a completion to Peyton Gillen.
Well executed there, as Wood had time to sit back in the pocket and wait till Gillen had a chance to come across the middle, and he put it right between the 1 and the 6.
Yep. He had a lot of time. You're right. Good pass, good catch.
You can see right now that you cannot give Wood time back there. He will find a receiver, and he'll get the ball to them.
On to the right side this time, the option play, and he pitches it to Jacobs, number 1. Jacobs picks up about 5 or 6.
Well, Guntersville, they did a good job of stringing that out. There was a lot of green grass out there to start with, but the lone defender out there strung it out till a host of Wildcats got there and held that to about a 4-yard gain.
Actually 4, yeah. I said 5 or 6, but and to the left side, got a man open in the end zone. Touchdown Boaz, as that one goes to number 15, Ryan Smith, I believe.
Well, that was a great catch out there by Ryan Smith, as the defender was back there and got in his face, but Smith didn't take his eye off the ball and hauled it in. Big touchdown for Boaz.
It sure was. So 6:55 remaining in the first half now. Boaz 15, Guntersville 0, and Boaz will have an extra point opportunity to make it 16.
Aragon with the attempt. Good snap, good hold.
And it's good. So 6:55 remaining in the first half. Boaz leads Guntersville 16-0. We'll be right back on Horizon Sports. Yep. Okay, we're back now, ready for that kickoff down on Phil Isom Field. That's kicking deep. Let's see who brings that in for the Wildcats. It's Kennedy, I believe. Got a little running room, still on his feet up to about the 38-yard line.
Nice return for the Wildcats. Good field position.
So, got a good start here for the Wildcats.
Well, it is, and kind of, like I say, offensively, we've had a little bit of a slow start here. I think Guntersville has one first down thus far, and we knew that we had a lot of inexperience over on the offensive side right now, so it's going to take a little while for them to gel. They need to get a good drive under the belts, and that could work wonders.
Sure will. Clayton Daniel in the backfield. Jerron Hartnick, number 7, the running back. And he's met right there by that man, Mike. Mr. Woods.
Terrell Woods. Number 30. He's been in that backfield more than our tailbacks have than that.
So it's second and very long for the Wildcats. And I know we haven't mentioned this much, but Boaz has got a huge offensive line, but they've got a huge defensive front too, Mike.
They've been tough to handle up front.
Yep. Hartnick with the ball again, got a little running room. And he picks up what he lost earlier, it looks like, maybe.
Almost. So that'll bring up third and about 11. They'll put the ball down on the 32-yard line, make that the 37-yard line.
And I think we got another heat timeout, 5:49 remaining in the first half. Boaz 16, Guntersville 0. We'll be right back on Horizon Sports. Wildcats got the ball third and about 10 and a half from their own 37-yard line. And movement that time from the Wildcats.
Well, let's see. Boaz jumped. Did they jump before Guntersville moved? So what will be the ruling here?
Offside Boaz, so yes. he was drawn off.
So So that'll make it a little more manageable, about third and
We'll make it 3rd and 5.
about 5 yards to go as they place the marker.
Hartnick in the backfield. Under center is Daniel. And we've got a flag again.
I don't think Guntersville was set. I tried to run a little quick snap there, and I don't believe everybody was set. So Guntersville gives back the 5 yards. And let's see, that being an illegal procedure, that's a dead ball foul.
Right.
Is it not?
Yep, still 3rd down.
So Boaz doesn't have the opportunity to decline that since they tackled him in the backfield.
Hey, you going somewhere soon?
Well, we got them split out again this time. Hartnick and Daniel in the backfield.
Yep, I didn't do it.
Daniel wants to throw the ball. Now he's going to run and nowhere to go. That man's there again.
Number 30 getting up off the bottom. Terrell Woods.
And Hill is there
Tomorrow I'm picking
to help him also, number 50.
1:30 or 2 and Saturday morning early.
So it's going to be 4th and long for the Wildcats. And
From about their own 33-yard line. 4:45 left to go here in the half. Plenty of time for the Boaz Pirates. They stand a chance coming out of this with good field position.
yeah, Blake Kennedy be punting for the Wildcats.
Nice
Yeah, pretty
line
nice
drive.
punt. They're going to just let it roll. Rolls down to the 28-yard line, I guess is where he's going to mark it, 28 and a half.
Boaz, 28-yard line.
Boaz will take over there. Not great field position, but certainly not bad.
No, Guntersville came out of that pretty well as he wasn't able to get over and field the ball, and they got a good roll out of it. So Boaz will take over, like you say, the inside their own 30, about the 28-yard line.
Motion man, high snap again for Woods. He wants to throw it, got some pressure on him, and he's brought down by 2 Wildcats.
Drew Moore and Jordan Purnell back there to make the stop. Loss of about 8 yards there, Brent.
Wildcats need a few more of those. Sort of slow Mr. Wood down.
Well, he did a good job getting a hand up there and bringing that one down, and the Wildcats were right there. Little shovel pass, and
I believe number 1, Jacobs, is the ball carrier. I'm not sure about that, but it 9-yard gain.
Drew Moore on the stop once again for the Wildcats, along with a host of others. So 3rd, and like you say, about 8, Brent, a big 3rd down right here for the Guntersville Wildcats. They need to stop this drive right here.
Yep. And Wood rolls out to his left, wanting to throw, and throws back. Oh, incomplete, and looks like Clayton was trying to pick that one off in the air, but just couldn't hold on.
He was. It was just a little bit low, and Nation wasn't able to go down and pull it in. And Daniel had a chance on the rebound there to pick that one off. Daniel backs up to about his own 40-yard line.
High punt, calling a fair catch for Wildcats is Clayton Daniel.
Nice punt there by Byrne.
So let's see if the Cats can get something going here with 3:05 remaining in the first half.
Once again, the Wildcat offense huddles on the side before they make their entrance to the field. Looking for something positive right here at the end of the first half, Brent. It's the momentum has been with Boaz, down by 16.
A score would be great, but just a positive offensive series would be good too.
Anything to change momentum.
Daniel moves Hartnick over to his right side. And he rolls to the right. Oh, pass is intercepted by Boaz. He's trying to pick up a receiver there.
Kennedy Nicholson on the pick. Well played out there. And it seems wherever Daniel goes, he's got somebody in his face.
He's trying to get the ball out to Carson Samuels, and just good defense. He's just had him covered.
Boaz hurries out. 2:57 to go in the half. They're up by 16 at the Guntersville 33-yard line after the turnover.
They're going to take their time. And he's run the ball to the right side. And a nice pickup. Let's see where they mark it. About a 4-yard pickup.
Boaz up to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Clock still running. Let's see if they go ahead and snap. They do. They snap it quick this time.
Another pass. Oh, tipped that time by the Wildcats, I believe. It appeared that
Forrest Smith was about the only guy in the vicinity there.
well, I think on the line, though, I think Drew Moore might have got a hand on it. Yeah.
Somebody may have got a hand on it.
South Carolina 10, Vandy 10.
No, we got about 2 minutes left still.
At halftime.
Yep. And we just they just picked the pass off from us.
2:22 remaining in the first half. Boaz third and about 6.
Quick
Option play out again. Oh! And gained a yard or two, but
Clayton Daniel was the first one there, but who was the Wildcat that came over? Was that Drew Moore?
I don't know. Boy, he hit him. And
Along with Forrest Smith.
Willoughby was the ball carrier. He's shaking. He's going off, but good to see he popped right up, though, Mike. That was a
All right, 4th down. Big play right here for both sides. Ball on the 27-yard line.
high snap again. Wood brings it in without any problem. Now he wants to throw.
Good job containing out here by Jordan Pennell. What a move by Woods.
He had a receiver wide open, and looks like he's going in for the touchdown for Boaz, number 6.
Zach Nation. The Guntersville sideline felt like he might have been past the line of scrimmage, but I'm not sure that's the case, Brent.
I don't think so. I've been close.
I didn't think he was either.
Yeah.
But
Boaz 22, Guntersville nothing, and Boaz will be kicking the extra point.
composure by Casey Wood.
Guntersville wants a timeout, 1:31 remaining. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back on Horizon Sports. We're back to the timeout. Now the extra point for the Pirates.
Oregon with the attempt. Oh, snap. Good job by Woods to get that one up. Kick is good.
1:31 remaining. First half, Boaz now goes up 23-0. Let's take another quick timeout, Mike, and we'll be right back with a kickoff on Horizon Sports.
To 11-1 on the season with a win.
All right, we ready?
Okay, back ready for that kickoff from Boaz. Wildcats, they going to left to right. Hartnick is the deep man for the Wildcats. And getting a short kick, we'll get another short one.
Kennedy.
Blake Kennedy brings that one in. And didn't fare as well on that one as he did the one before, but still he's out to the 26-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, Boaz did a good job sealing off the corner that time.
8-yard return. Brought down by Cameron Witt for Boaz.
Wildcats will have the ball with 1:23 remaining in the first half.
If you're Guntersville, you'd like to do a little something here, but as many mistakes, costly turnovers you've had in the first half, you don't want another one here.
Right. Just do something safe.
Hartnick on the carry on the right side.
Josh Gibson and others on the stop that time for Boaz.
No gain. Actually, he might have lost about a half a yard.
Oh, and Olvera. Now that's Devin Mason, 79.
Olvera's 79, isn't
Yeah, that Olvera. I'm sitting here looking at the Boaz roster. That was Olvera that come off holding his shoulder. That's not good for the Wildcats.
Sure not. Hartnick with a little running room. He's got a lot of running room now, Mike, and horse collar is brought down at the 41-yard line, and they should add penalties on yardage on that. 33 seconds remaining.
And Hartnick was about a half a step away from shooting on down that sideline for a big play for the Wildcats.
Don't say do the horse collar, but really, I guess in a way, just stop him, because I don't know if he could have stopped him if he hadn't grabbed him like that.
Another step, and he might have been all the way down the sideline. But that'll move the ball. Announcer Tim Hayes says a 19-yard run, 15-yard penalty will move the ball down to the 43-yard line of Boaz with 33 seconds to go. Wildcats looking for something positive to close out the half. Got away.
Oh, looks like it. That looked like could have been interference. I don't know if he.
Yeah, from this
could
side,
come across him. I don't know.
Yeah, from this side, I couldn't tell if he cut in front of him or he might have bumped him, but no flag out there. 27.5 seconds. And they actually got outside number 30, Mr. Woods over there that time.
Yep.
He has been a force in the middle.
Wants to throw again. Had a man over the middle and connected with him. And a nice run that time by Darius Stewart, number 4 for the Wildcats. 17.9 seconds remaining in the first half. And Wildcats getting some positive yards finally, Mike.
Wildcats putting something together down to the 15-yard line. Wildcats quickly down it. Daniel throws it in the grounds with 15.2 seconds. Samuel's back into the game.
I tell you, Darius Stewart, look, when he got the ball, he cut across there. I thought he was going to take it all the way for a minute, Mike. Pressure coming.
Daniel gets outside. He'll cut it up.
A little room. Goes down at the 4-yard line, and they need to stop the clock.
6.3 seconds. They get the clock stopped there. All right, decision time for the Wildcats as they call a timeout. Do you take a 3 here, or do you go for the end zone? Down by 16.
But it's first and goal.
All right,
Let's take a quick break and talk about it. We'll be right back on Horizon Sports.
Now let's
We're back to action. Wildcats have 6.3 seconds to have the ball down on the 5-yard line, looks like, and looks like the Cats are going to be going for the 6, Mike.
Wildcat cheerleaders down there pulling for them. Down by 23.
Got to try.
You really need the end zone.
On the right side, Daniel wants to throw the ball, and got pursuit, and he couldn't quite get the ball. Of course, time has expired anyway. But the first half ends on Gunners were trying to stick it in from the 5-yard line on one quick play. Couldn't do it.
Zach Nation out there for the tackle.
So at the end of the first half, Boaz leads Gunners for 23-0. And we'll be right back after these messages with the halftime performance from both of the bands.
Ride that train, including Grand Funk Railroad, we're an American band, Crazy Train, and Chattanooga Choo Choo. The band will conclude its performance with the Boaz High School fight song. Drum major Chandler Corbin, is the band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Boaz High School Pirate Marching Band!
City of Jefferson. Drum Captain Brad Yarbrough. Band Captain Grant Rutland. Auxiliary Captains Jesse Doyle and Lyric Vaughn. Music tonight will be selections from John Williams. They will include music from E.T., Indiana Jones, and selections from Star Wars. Drum major, is the band ready? Crimson Guard, you may enter the field. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crimson Guard Marching Band.
Back here at Chorba-Lee Stadium, just about ready for the kickoff. Guntersville Wildcats and the Boaz Pirates. And Mike, we got a little football to go, but I'm about ready for a nap myself.
As usual, good eating at halftime up here in the press box at halftime. Let's see. Of course, Domino's Pizza, our old standby, old faithful. Been eating Domino's Pizza up here for years, and they're still doing a good job in taking care of us. And Gil Bruce, run into him right before the start of the game. From Jefferson's
those wings, we need to tell him they were terrible. I mean, he needs to bring some back next week where we can try them again, sample them again, work on them or something.
But we appreciate Gil bringing us some wings down for to snack on here in the press box, and new restaurant right across the street, Kelly Burgers, with onion rings and dip and a few other things back here. They brought a variety. So everybody get out and support those folks as they do their part to here on Friday nights for high school football.
The amazing thing about it, most of it got gone too, Mike. I don't know. It's just really good food.
Well, a bunch like us, food doesn't hang around very long.
Speak for yourself, young man.
All right, Guntersville should have the ball
to
start the second half, down 23-0. A late drive thwarted there by the Boaz Pirate defense as Guntersville try to get a little momentum going right there before halftime.
Maybe they'll get some momentum from that last-minute drive they had there. Sort of let them down on the not scoring points, but still they saw that they can drive the ball down there and get close.
Argonne with the high, short kick once again. Kennedy settles under it.
Blake Kennedy has some running room again.
Ball pops loose.
And Wildcats get on it. Looks like Pannell following it, Jordan Pannell.
Quick feed and quick hands there by Jordan Pannell because there were two Pirates staring that ball down. Good starting field position for the Wildcats out at the 40-yard line. They put something together right before halftime with their offense. Can they keep it rolling?
Well, we'd like to think that they would pick up and keep going, and I think they did have a little bit of a momentum going in the first half. Let's see what Clayton Daniel and company can do with it as he's surveying the situation. Now takes a snap. Fumble again. He picks it up right quick. Looked like he didn't quite get it to Hartnick that time.
Well, the snap was a little bit high, and Hartnick was quick off the ball, and Daniel couldn't quite get to him in time.
Loss of about a foot or so, 2 feet maybe.
And there were a host of Pirates closing in.
Be 2nd and 11, we'll call it.
But, the bottom line is Guntersville's had a kickoff in one snap, and they put the ball on the ground twice.
Yep. Hartnick and Smith, Robert Smith in the backfield. Fake it to Robert. Keeping the ball is Daniel, and he had some real nice running room that time. Picks up about 8 yards.
Nice open field tackle down there by Ryan Smith, preventing him from picking up the first down. I thought Daniel was going to get there, but Smith with the tackle leaves him about 2 yards shy of the first down. Yep. So out to the 48-yard line go the Wildcats, looking to pick up a big first down here on their initial drive of the second half. Looking for momentum, Brent.
Need to keep rolling it, Cats. Move the chains. 3rd and we'll call it 2 to go. 2 backs back there with Daniel again. Hartnick and Smith, Robert Smith. Daniel.
A little mix up in the backfield.
Did not make the first down.
We'll bring up 4th down. Most likely a punting situation here for Guntersville.
Going to bring up the 4th down, about 2.
And let's see what he's going to call. Looks like he's going to go for it.
They're thinking about it. Guntersville has also been known to quick kick
Yep.
out of this formation, and
Yeah, I think that. Let's see what he.
2 men in the backfield. Forrest Smith and Hardnick back there with Daniel. No, they snap it right away.
Hardnick with the ball, and he loses a yard maybe. I believe bringing him down that time.
Number 30, Terrell Woods.
Woods and
And Jansen Hill.
Jansen Hill, I think Hill actually made the initial hit.
I think he
believe.
did too.
7-yard line.
Nathan had a good look over here on the camera, and he's giving Hill the credit for the initial hit out there. But big stop, loss of 1. Excellent field position here for Boaz here early in the second half. They're up 23-0 over Guntersville. So Guntersville in need of a big stop defensively right here.
Yep. Big series right here for the Wildcats. Throwing the ball out to number 16, Gillen, and he has a nice game.
Robert Smith over to make the tackle, but not before a pickup of about 7 yards. So
Down by number 2, Robert Smith for the Wildcats. Play picks up about 7 yards. It's going to be second
Boaz has a nice looking pass game, Mike. The
They-
quarterback.
he has
Casey
a nice
Wood
smooth
is,
delivery,
yep,
doesn't he,
He
Brent?
sure does. Rolls to the left, throwing the ball. And again, Gillen with the ball gets the first down. This time it's down to the 25-yard line as the flags fly.
I believe there's going to be a face mask on top of this.
Brad Hampton on the stop. There is a flag on the play.
32, Preston Morrison in the game for Guntersville. Forrest Smith comes off with a little limp.
Boaz.
So face mask will move the ball on down inside the 20-yard line, I believe.
Yep.
See where they're spotting everything here.
Personal foul.
13-yard line, yes.
I believe it is.
Going to move the ball down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. First down, 10 to go.
Wood the quarterback, Jacobs the tailback. Jacobs gets the ball, and
As Jacobs
looks like he might have lost a yard, Mike.
Robert Smith shot through there. Jordan Pinnell to finish him off. So Smith and Pinnell teaming up once again for a tackle. Those two guys have been around the ball all night long.
back to the 14-yard line.
Loss of 1.
11 to go now for the Pirates.
It'll be second and about 11 to go. Ball is on the 19-yard line, I guess we'll call it.
Boaz with 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, and quickly
Timing pass again over the middle. Looks like they're going to be touchdown. Touchdown Boaz. As the receiver that time was Peyton Gillen again.
he's been a favorite target all night long, and Gillen has he's hauled them in, Brent.
Yep. Those guys, you can tell, have worked a lot together because that was a good crossing pattern. Good timing from the quarterback. We're right in Gillen's hands.
8-10 to go. 29-0 Boaz.
And they'll try their extra point. And it's good. 8-10 remaining in the third quarter. Boaz 30, Guntersville 0. We'll be right back with a kickoff on Horizon Sports. kickoff from the Pirates again. Jerron Hartnick is deep, number 7 for the Wildcats. Been kicking a short kick all night, though, Mike. Trying to keep it out of his hands.
Well, and let's see. Wesley Burns is actually kicking this time.
And short kick again. Some of the up guys falling on it. Looks like Morrison fell on it.
Ball is down by Guntersville, number 32, Chris.
And that was a little bit different wrinkle that time. Guntersville with respectable field position up to the 31, but that was almost dangerous.
Yeah, worked out better for them, though. They've been kicking it, and Blake Kennedy had returned it one time up to the 40-yard line, had a pretty good return, so a little better for them.
Guntersville offense huddles on the sideline, hustles out. Daniel in the backfield by himself back there. 3 wide to the left down here, 1 wide to the right.
Daniel goes to the right side. Straight run, looks like, and it loses about a yard. Down over there by the Boaz defender.
Was that Gage Cash, number 4?
I think it was number 4.
Boaz has done a great job of keeping Daniel hemmed up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really, the whole Guntersville offense, they pretty well kept hemmed up, other than that one drive right there at the end of the half. This Boaz defense has been in control.
Second and 11 for the Wildcats. 7:28 remaining in the third quarter. And all Boaz so far. Gets the ball out here to number 4, Darius Stewart again. Does a nice game.
Nice reception there by Darius.
It's going to be a little short of the first down. Looks like maybe a yard short, a little bit more than that maybe.
Picks up about 10 yards. It's going to bring up the third down. It's 1 to go.
Of course, Boaz held on a 4th and about a yard and a half on the previous drive. Guntersville needing a big third down conversion here to keep this drive alive.
Big play for the Wildcats. Samuels goes wide to the right.
Daniel up under center.
Up the middle, they give the ball to, is that Menifee? Who was that? No, that was Smith, Robert
Smith, and I believe where they're marking that's going to, yes it is, first down Guntersville. Good job by that offensive front, good surge.
There's a flag over the way.
There is a flag on the far side, so
yep.
I'm not, I believe he went over and, sideline warning, okay.
Okay. So the first down will hold for the Wildcats.
First and 10 down for the Wildcats.
Ball's on the 43-yard line. Two wide outs to the right side. Daniel wants to throw it again, and he's hit again as he releases the ball.
Mr. Wood came in untouched from that corner.
Yep.
That's not a pleasant sight to see coming your way. It looks like it's time for our third quarter heat timeout.
It sure is. So the Wildcats are 0, Boaz 30. We'll be right back after these great messages. Okay, we're back after the heat timeout. Wildcats are ready. 2nd and 11 is the long 10, we'll call it. Ball on the Boaz 43-yard line. Hartnick with a carry. Picks up a couple.
The ball up across the 45-yard line. Number 30 on the stop.
Josh Gibson and Darrell Woods on the stop for Boaz. They've been tough in the middle of the night, Brent.
Yep, sure have. Been rough going back there.
Nice little breeze blowing through up here. It's been a rather humid and muggy night tonight.
Tropical for sure. 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Daniel with the ball. He wants to throw it. Got pressure again. He's got a man, and that should have been interference, but no call as he makes the reception.
Carson Samuels with a nice catch. Good hands.
Yep.
Carson Samuels.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and a manageable about 3 yards to go.
I thought he was on his back before the ball got there, but I might be wrong on that. He might have been just perfect timing from the defender.
It was close, but Clayton Daniel, Carson Samuels did a good job of holding on to Clayton Daniels' pass.
Yep.
I'll spit it out right in a minute.
Go into the shift, and now they're calling a timeout Guntersville. Timeout Guntersville. 4:32 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Boaz 30, Guntersville 0. We'll be right back.
Down by the score of 30-0.
Okay, we're back to the action. Wildcats wanting to talk things over there going on this 4th and about a long 2, we'll call it. And whistle blows again. Movement on the line, but I did not see who.
Well, I was about to say I couldn't tell.
Unless Boaz lined up offsides, maybe.
Well, evidently they did. That'll give Guntersville the 1st down. Brendan, want to remind everybody that throughout the year, we'll be working with the Guntersville High School Sports Media class, live streaming all of Guntersville's home games. And you can, the quickest connection is www.altrav.net. Of course, that's our Alabama Traveler website. I have a link there that'll get you right to the live stream. And while you're there, you may want to check out some of our deals from some of the finest restaurants in our area. 50% off and more.
All right, hold that thought just a second here. Wildcats going 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of Boaz.
Nice.
Pass again to Darius Stewart, and he picks up 2 or 3 yards.
Nice catch there by Darius.
Yep.
You know, so we have half-off certificates to restaurants like Outlaw Steakhouse here in Guntersville, Sebastian's in Albertville, Bubba up here at the top of the mountain, and relatively new Mexican restaurant in Boaz, Villa Fiesta, out there where Garcia's was, Sardis City. But a lot of great deals. I'll give you a rundown on some of the real bargains each week. We mark a few down and make it a real bargain for our loyal Alabama Traveler shoppers.
2nd and 8. Pass again to Stewart. He's got a little running room. Looked like in closing quick was the Pirates. And no gain that time.
They did close quick, and Daniel did a good job. He initially wanted to throw the ball out there, but it was well defended and hesitated a second, found his open receiver, but by then Boaz closed quickly. Here's you a few samples of what we have out there. Harvey's Doghouse in Boaz. Excellent hot dogs.
Yep.
Barry's Barbecue and all there at Harvey's Doghouse. A $12 certificate, only $4 at owltravel.net.
3rd and 9 for the Wildcats. Trying to get it over the middle again. First down, it appears, as gets it to Stewart again.
Nice throw and a great job hauling that in by Stewart as he was hit.
Close.
He was hit right away.
I said first down, but it's going to be close, Mike.
It is. I think you may be right by the nose of the ball. And the officials agree with you. First down, Wildcats.
I just said first down because Pokey said it was first down. I'll give a disclaimer.
Well,
on that.
Guntersville got a better spot on that than where I thought the ball was initially setting.
Yeah, it does now. It looks better now.
I don't believe it was sitting there when you and I were looking at it.
1st and 10 Wildcats. Best, second best field position they've had all night. Again, they get the ball out. And this time it's to Hartnick. He's got some running room, Mike, down to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Wildcats. No, going to call him out at the 1 foot line.
Evidently they did.
I thought if he hit that pylon, but what do I know?
Who was it that running down? Was it number 9, Nathan? Could you tell? I think it was Wesley Burns.
Jared Hartnick on the reception carries the ball down to the 1 yard line. It's first
all right, we need to talk about Alabama Travelers some more, Mike. That sort of kept the guys along there.
We talk about eating, and that fires them up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Pokey said it really fired him up, but one thing he wanted everybody to remember was to eat more chicken.
Eat more chicken.
Yeah.
Pokey Payne with that request.
To eat a lot of chicken, he says.
1st and goal, Guntersville, 1 yard line, looking for their first points of the night.
Give it to Smith right up the middle, and
touchdown.
He's in. He is touchdown Wildcats.
Robert Smith with the touchdown.
2:17 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats put 6 on the board. Nice run that time by Hartnick as he got the ball out on the little flare.
Well, Boaz has done a great job, an exceptional job of, handling that all night long, holding containment, and that time Hartnick broke it.
Armillo with the kick, and let's see what they're saying. It's good. So Guntersville 7, Boaz 30, 2:17 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back to the kickoff on Horizon Sports.
Boaz by the score of 30-7.
If it affects our defense like it.
Okay, we're ready for the kickoff. Armillo will be kicking off. Edson Armillo for the Wildcats, number 81. Let's see what kind of kick we can get. And he's got the in-between kick. Picking it up is Casey Wood. Tackled right there at the 26-yard line, and that was
Menifee on the stop.
Lee Menifee was one of them.
Brent, we were talking about the Alabama Traveler a few minutes ago, and You know, it's not just restaurants. We also have services, and one that I really want to point out here is I ran into Gary Rogers, one of loyal Guntersville Wildcat supporter, as I was on the way up a little while ago. And, of course, he has the Pit Stop Service Center at Gary Rogers Motors now, specializing in exhaust work and mower. And we have a $30 oil change certificate. And right now we're running special on that for $12. www.altrav.net.
Casey Wood, quarterback for the Pirates, hands off to Willoughby. Willoughby has a little bit of running room, but he's stopped real quick that time. And didn't get the number.
Menifee on the stop along with
Is that
number
Lee?
32 for Guntersville.
Yeah, I think Preston Morrison.
Preston Morrison and Lee Menifee.
Boaz to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8. Time winds down here in the third quarter. Guntersville needs another quick stop, Brent.
Quick stop and get some more points. Get right back in this thing.
Boaz going to let the clock run on down.
Yep.
Play clock down to 7 seconds.
I'm saying
When you're up 30-7, you can do that sort of thing.
Yep. I'm going to throw it again over the middle, in and out of the hands of number 2, Turner Davis.
Wood pass intended for number
But
2, Turner Davis.
it was in the hands. You know,
It
I was
was
talking about
another quick hitter there.
the timing that Casey Wood has.
Drew
It's,
Moore on the coverage for Guntersville breaks up the pass.
And somebody got in there and got a hand on the ball right about the time that it got to the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Third down, 8 yards to go.
So again, now he's going to run the ball. Got some running room. Got a lot of running room. One man to beat and couldn't do it. Hardly brings him down about the 45-yard line.
Another first down, Boaz. And Brent, while I'm thinking about it, talking about going to altrav.net, clicking on the live link. Now you can click on that link during the week, and there's a number of last year's programs that were videotaped that are actually archived there. The state baseball championship games are archived there. Some volleyball matches. I don't think we have any football, but there are several events and school programs that are archived at www.altrav.net, and click on the live stream for archive programming.
Robert Smith, number 2.
Peyton Gillen, the ball carrier, and picked up maybe a foot, but Robert Smith was right there to stop him.
And those, of course, will all be events that we have done in conjunction with the sports media class. Although actually the state baseball championships would be the broadcast that was actually done down there by the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
And they did a great job, as they usually do. Gillen with the ball to the right side. Oh, he's met quickly by
Drew Moore.
Morrison, I believe, wasn't it? And then Drew.
First by Drew Moore, number 34.
Drew Moore was the first Wildcat there, then a host of others. So that brings up 3rd and 10. Robert Smith getting his ankle braces tightened up there. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, Boaz 30, Guntersville 7. We'll be right back with a fourth quarter action on Horizon Sports. Action ready for the fourth and final quarter of action. Boaz third down, passing over the middle, and miscommunication that time it looked like as
Incomplete. Brings up
Casey Wood pass was short, and
That's been a bit of a rarity for this Boaz offense tonight. All right, Guntersville stands to get the ball in decent field position at least here.
Wesley Burns, number 9, into punt for Boaz.
Burns back to punt. Guntersville with Menifee and Daniel back. Punt goes to Daniel. Nice block by Menifee.
Yep, sure was.
Clayton Daniel takes the ball across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
But that second wave would not be denied.
Yep.
2 yards. Cameron Witt on the stop for Boaz.
Oh, they'll start from the 33-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can pick up where they left off. I'm going to see if they can do it without me talking about a whole lot of Alabama travel on this drive.
Be ready, though.
But we have plenty of deals I could talk about.
Okay.
They just have to visit the site and see.
Be ready. Hartnick in the backfield with Daniel. Wants to throw the ball again, and let's see.
Oh, nice play out there.
Nice defensive play that time.
Is that 37?
Daniel's pass complete to number 17, Brad Hampton.
Hampton, the receiver, and
Trenton Patterson. Trent Patterson on the stop out there. Nice plays. He went around the blocker and tackled, made the tackle about 3 yards in the backfield. Boaz has reacted well on the corners.
Yep. Thought Hampton was injured, but he's back out there. Wide out to the left, Samuels to the right. And fakes the handoff to Hartnick, and Daniel keeps it. Clayton loses a yard or so.
Tez Jacobs in the backfield to make that stop. Third and about 14. Well, we're not doing so good, Brent. I better try to give another Alabama Traveler deal out there and see if I can get the offense going.
Either that or we're going to talk about chicken again. I don't know which one is good.
Well, I'd have to pick out somebody that sells chicken, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Third and 14.
But I want to encourage everyone to get out and support the local businesses that you hear us or see us advertising here on Horizon Sports. We're grateful for their support, and they're the guys that help us bring you community channel athletics, sports, and school programs and community events. Without those community-minded sponsors, it would not be possible. And it's tough enough with them. It's tough enough with them.
Robert Smith, ball carrier that time, picks up about 4 or 5. It's 4th and 9.
You know, something a little bit different that we're doing this year is we have a segment that we're putting together for each town, where we have a chamber representative talking about shopping local and reminding all of us that, hey, you know, the merchants, you see their signs at the ball field, you see their spots on the ball games, and they donate and do a lot of things for the school, and we in turn need to keep them in mind when we start spending money.
Yeah.
Off the side of the
Short
foot,
kick.
great roll for Boaz.
Yep.
They'll start out about the Guntersville 45-yard line on this drive. But, you know, I especially want you to pay attention when you're watching Horizon and the programming that we have here and the folks who help us. But, hey, the radio broadcast, they're out there from, you know, Guntersville, Albertville, Arab, Boaz, covering a lot of things that go on the schools, particularly these ball games, the newspaper articles where they give us the recap and build up for the next week. Pay attention to the folks that are sponsoring those things, and let's let them know that they're spending their money in the right place.
Little movement that time by the Pirates. At least the Wildcats are saying that's what it is.
I believe it will be against Boaz. They're backing up. False start.
9:17 remaining in the ball game. Boaz with a nice lead at this time, 30-7 over Guntersville.
And Brent, we appreciate your assistance over the past 20 years. It's hard to believe that we've been doing this for 20 years. And well, actually, you helped me back in the video treasure days before we really even started Horizon. So
we started young, didn't we?
We've been a sports jockey for a long time.
Oh, been fun, Mike. I've enjoyed all of it.
We covered your boys when they were playing ball, and what a run.
Breaking loose there is Jacobs, and he's going to go all the way. Taz Jacobs in for a touchdown to 50. Something yard run. I don't remember.
Well, now they started at the 45.
I thought
and then they backed them up to the 5. Yeah, so it'd be a 50-yard run. Broke about 3 tackles there at the line of the scrimmage, and then there was no containment after he got through there.
And he's had some nice runs all night, Mike.
He has, and played well on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But it looks like Coach Drew Knowles has an experienced and athletic Boaz Pirate football team.
Yes, I think you hit on it there. That's one of the big differences, not trying to.
That one's blocked by Robert Smith.
And no return in high school.
One of the Smiths. Both of them are back there, Forrest and Robert. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this word from our loyal sponsors that we were just mentioning. 36-7.
Well, back ready for that kickoff from Boaz Pirates.
Well, I'm trying to see who's kicking off this time. This is the third young man to kick off for them. It's number 20-something. Edgar Martinez.
Menifee takes the ball in for the Wildcats. Got a little running room.
Menifee still on his feet.
Around. And fighting for room. Lee Menifee gets it out to the
nice return up to the 37-yard
37.
Yeah, and talking about through the years, we mentioned that, or I mentioned that, of course, we covered your boys through the years, and then they've come along and helped us in various capacities on these broadcasts. And I look over to the left, and old Nathan was out there playing when we started this.
Yep. He and Ben they were in the same class. I was thinking the same thing about Nathan standing right over there beside us.
George Bentley, quarterback for Guntersville.
And got some subs coming in now for the Wildcats. And I didn't catch the number. That one went to Forrest Smith, number 21.
Corey McKinney, wide right for the Wildcats.
And off again to Smith, Forrest.
Forrest Smith at left end picks up about 3 yards.
Gregory Bentley is quarterback for the Wildcats. I don't know if I got that out or not.
Gregory or Jordan?
Jordan. I'm sorry.
Jordan is a
freshman. Yep.
Bobby Grace on the stop, number 45.
Very talented young man, Matt. Good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
We covered the 8th grade championship games that he pretty much dominated last winter.
Hand off again to Smith.
Forrest
picks up 3 or 4 yards that time.
Still going to be about 4 yards shy of the first down, so I anticipate a punting situation here for the Wildcats.
Pirates is going to bring up the 4th down, about 4 yards to go.
Well, I guess there's something about this matchup the last few years, the home field advantage, that doesn't add up.
It has not added up. Well, you look at next year, Boaz is going to, they're obviously going to lose a lot of players, and Guntersville will have a lot back, so they may be a little bit up on the experience side of it next year, so it kind of fluctuates back and forth. These two have really battled over the past decade and a half.
Yeah, did we mention that on the air, what we're talking about? I don't think we did. That the last 4 years that the home team has lost. Now, if Boaz holds on to this,
that'll make 5 years in a row,
5 years in a row. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Ben compiled us the scores of every Boaz Guntersville game.
Going back to, what's the first one?
1939.
38. 38, yeah, I was going to say.
And if you wanted to know, that one ended in a tie, 6-6. Handoff this time goes to
Wesley Burns handed the ball off to number 23, Edgar Martinez.
Edgar Martinez, and Burns is in at
There's the
quarterback.
flag on the play.
I believe there's going to be a horse collar on the far side there.
Personal foul, force collar, penalty against the Guntersville Wildcats. They'll have to back up.
That'll tack 15 onto that one, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Boaz out at the 43-yard
Ball
line.
is spotted up on the 43-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for Boaz at that point.
Well, Brent, it's good to have another football season here. Of course, big county matchup tomorrow night. Albertville at Arab. We'll kind of sort things out in the county the first week here.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have a lot more know about where we're going to stand with it. But I tell you, this Boaz team looks like that they're living up to the preseason billing as being one of the tougher teams in the county.
Absolutely, they're tough right out of the box. And of course, a lot of talk about Albertville moving up to 6A football this time, and they've got a tough road to handle.
Yeah.
But they have a talented football team. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes, and it's going to. We'll have some of the state's best on the community channel football this year.
Yep, that's for sure. Next week we'll have the number 1 rated in 4A Aniana
And
Redskins in Guntersville.
Another tough task for these Wildcats next week.
Let's take a quick timeout. 5:48 remaining in the game. Boaz 36, Guntersville 7. Second and about 9 to go for the Pirates. Burns in at quarterback. Number 9. Taking the time, letting the clock run. It's not, now we're going.
Down to 3.
High snap again, ball's
on the ground. Guntersville comes away with it.
God, Wildcats recover on the 48-yard line. And let's see.
Trevor Davis, number 51, comes up with the football.
Who was it got that? I'm sorry, Mike. I had to leave you there for a second. Trevor Davis, 51.
And the cheerleaders celebrate. Guntersville with another opportunity here. Offense huddles on the sideline. Coach Brandon Shelton in the middle. You know, with 5:20 to go, this one may be out of hand, but you've got some young players with an opportunity here that obviously Guntersville being a little low on numbers. These are some guys that are going to have an opportunity to step up, and it's time to see who can you count on, and who's ready for that opportunity, who wants that opportunity.
A little miscommunications that time as handoff goes to Forrest Smith. No gain. Yeah, this is how you get that experience. You know, earlier in the game, as we started, we said that Guntersville had a good athletically looking team, but the experience was not there. And Boaz, on the other hand, they had to experience the players coming back from last year.
Well, we know that, you know, this number 20, Bentley, quarterbacking, we know what an athlete he is, and, you know, you're looking for a position for him to be able to step in and help you somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And off this time to the right side, and nothing going there for Irwin.
Nicky Irwin, number 5 for Guntersville, on the carry. Takes the ball down to the
Matthew Smith on the stop for Boaz. A lot of new faces in the lineup for Boaz right now also.
Also going to bring up the 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
3rd and 7. Guntersville looking to keep this drive alive.
Seconds remaining.
Blake Kennedy wide to the left.
Bentley keeps the ball himself, a little bit of room. Still running. Bentley still running down to the 18-yard line. No, we're going to mark it about 17, 16.
Well, like I say, Brent, that's a young man that even though he's a freshman, is looking for his opportunity, and he's going to be in the mix for these Wildcats as time goes on. I can promise you that.
Looks like he'll get some playing time. But again, he's a freshman. He's got to get that experience, that little game, calm him down, see what where it can best be used. Keeping the ball again is Bentley off the right side. He's down to the 10-yard line.
Boaz Pirate down in the backfield, and you know that's something we haven't seen a lot of tonight, Brent, for our first game, and I believe this has been our first official timeout for an injury all night long. So hopefully this one is not serious, but and looks like maybe it's a cramp, but I can't really tell.
Cramp, I don't know.
Well, we'll take another word and hear from some of our loyal sponsors. We'll be right back with Boaz on top, 36-7, 3:21 left to go in this one.
Looks like there's just a cramp there. Bentley hands off this time to Nicky Irwin again, number 5, and he's got it down to about the 6 or 7. Let's see where they spot it.
Well, that's another little athlete that's going to be in the mix for these Wildcats as we go on down the road.
Christopher Harvey, number 33.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Irving.
I was double checking. I thought Nicky was a sophomore, but he's another athlete that's going to work his way into this mix more often also.
Give it to
Forrest
Smith. Gets it down to the 1 yard line, inside the 1 actually.
3rd down for the Wildcats. knocking on the door of their second touchdown.
Second down and goal to go from inside the 1 yard line for the Wildcats.
What did we find out a minute ago? Ben said that the earlier touchdown, let's see what they do here first, though. Bentley with the ball. Looks like he's got it in for 6. Touchdown Wildcats.
Jordan Bentley, of course, spearheaded that drive with a couple of big runs from line of scrimmage, and he gets to cap it off with the touchdown. First varsity touchdown of his career.
The Wildcats had not been shut out and still have not been shut out. But the last time they were shut out, November 7th, 2008.
Wonder who that was. I can't recall right off.
Been the game in the third round of the playoffs, wasn't it?
Rogers.
Yep. You're probably right. And that kick looks good. No, it's no good.
Kick is no good with 2:09
Milo
remaining.
missing the second one. So 2:09 remaining in the ball game. Guntersville 13, Boaz 36. We'll take a quick break and be right back with a kickoff on Horizon Sports. Okay, we're back ready for the kickoff. Edson Harmillo will be kicking for the Wildcats. And let's see if Wood, I believe Casey Wood is still deep for the Pirates. There he is, takes it all in. He's going to take a knee at the 25. So that's Boaz not wanting to run the score up. Just take a knee. And I'm not saying they wouldn't score if the opportunity comes along, but they're not going to try to return one or anything to run the score up intentionally. Pirates will start from their own 25. And let's see if we're going to have Burns in at quarterback or not. Yeah, Burns is in there at quarterback.
And Brett, one more reminder while we have time is the folks who cater to the press box each week. We want another big shout out to those guys.
And run that time, didn't get the number. That's really nice because, people think, well, y'all just sit up there and eat. But really, you don't have an opportunity to eat before you leave coming, Then you get up here and you're just munching a little bit. But Jefferson's and Albert were
special thanks to Gil Bruce.
Yep.
Personal delivery that night by Gil Bruce.
And then Domino's, the old standby that
special thanks to Judy down there, and appreciate.
And the new Kelly's Burgers, is that what?
Kelly Burgers.
Kelly Burgers. And
we had Kelly Burgers earlier this week. Now they make a good hamburger.
I haven't got down there to try
and it's a meal in itself, let me tell you.
Handoff goes to Martinez.
And talking about Domino's, appreciate Judy Odell. Domino's a long-time participant in our Alabama Traveler.
Mm-hmm.
A long-time participant. Those guys do a good job.
Well, Domino's has always been, like you said, a loyal sponsor. You'll never forget the pledge they had in the state championship, and they fulfilled with it.
Absolutely. What a week that was.
Yep.
35 seconds and counting in this one, Brent. Boaz Pirates will take a victory back on Sand Mountain. Back home on Sand Mountain with them.
Oh, movement on the Pirates' part.
Penalty marker on the field. 21 points.
Guntersville will have Aniana next week, and do you know who Boaz has got?
I am not sure. Brewer. At Brewer.
Brewer.
Boaz travels to Brewer. That's right. We're talking to Patrick Williams and Ricky Smith
Number 43, Samuel
before the game, and they were enlightening us on their trip next week. We may have to send Nathan down there to keep those two straightened out. He's about the only one that can handle those guys.
Yeah. Tough bunch right there now. And Guntersville will have Aniana, and they'll be here at home, Chorba-Lee. And Aniana in the preseason was rated #1 and stayed in 4A.
Absolutely. All right, congratulations to Coach Drew Knowles and his Pirates. Big opening victory tonight, but going to be interesting to see how both of these teams mature and develop. And Guntersville, a lot of young men having their first opportunity to play a lot of football tonight.
Yeah, I think Guntersville's going to be okay. They just got a lot of, as you said, the first time for most of them to really be on the starting lines and in there, and they played a pretty good Boaz team also. That always makes you look a little worse than maybe you really are when you're playing a good team and solid team like Boaz. So I think it'll be good things to come for both of these teams, Mike.
Well, it will, and I want to encourage everybody, get out and support your local high school. There's still nothing like there's still no social event like high school sports, and it's high school football season right now. Get out, support the football teams, bands, cheerleaders, and everyone else.
So that's going to do it from Chorba-Lee Stadium. Boaz defeats Guntersville 36-13, and that'll wind it up for us tonight. And see you guys next week. Mike Harden and Brent Lusk and Nathan Davis for Horizon Sports.